Hello and welcome back to Factorio, and this is probably the episode we will be automating a bunch of stuff. Right, I actually forgot to put iron plate into this. So we are finally getting transport belts. We will be automating a bunch of stuff because we need a bunch of different stuff, and we don't want to make all of it by hand or pocket crafting or whatever you want to call it. So this one needs iron plates and pipe. So we might actually do both sides of the iron plates first, because copper you don't need as much as iron in the beginning, so yeah, just something we might want to automate. Assembler machines quickly. I'm going to do the yeah, we're probably going to do something like this. You'll see why I'm doing this. I'm gonna use a long-handed inserter because it can reach a lot further, and then I'm going to do this. Going to take two of these. We want like this. There we go. And right, we need plates. So, splitter, please. God, I love the music in this game. It's so good. But anyway, let's see. We want it there. There we go. And then we want one more inserter like that. You could make just a normal inserter and just shimmy it through, like putting one here. Like I could build one like this, like right here, which then boom, 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 right in there. But no, I think it's better to isolate the chests so you don't feed next, like whatever is in here is here, and if this gets filled up way slower, doesn't mean that this is still going. If this yeah, I'd rather have it like I have here, but you can do however you like, whatever you fancy. If it works, then there's no fault in it, I would say. Of course, it might be more efficient to do it a different way, but doesn't mean it's more fun. And some things, there's no real efficient way of doing it, it's just different ways of doing it. And we do need ammunition at this point, so we are going to do this. Okay, this one isn't far enough away, so we need more inserters. And boom, there we go. We now have ammunition. I'm going to limit this because otherwise we will have way too much. will suck up our iron production. Yeah, we are going to have to make electronic circuits at this point, because we need to make inserters and long-handed inserters and like splitters and stuff, and for that we need a bunch of like copper material, and more precisely electronic circuits. So, and then we're going to have to make assembly machines and stuff. So let's see here if we can make it. You need so much iron, it's insane. Let's see here. If we... This is really inefficient way of doing it, but I'm actually going to do it anyway. Because why not? Maybe not there. Do it like this. Right here and right here. Do it like this. Because the thing is, we need, like, we need both copper and iron plates for this, and we don't actually need a super efficient thing in the beginning. So making something like this with a long-handed inserter and we are going to do something like this, where copper gets into here because we need copper cable to make these, but the electronic circuits needs iron plates, and then they need copper plates, and that's why we have a long-handed inserter. And then we are going to just output them to belt, basically like this, like that. And boom, we need a splitter. You'll see why we need a splitter. I'm going to explain why when we have it. Boom, there we go. Let's make it like that. And we need a bit more belt. Like that. Because we need, or rather we want, these to be on both sides, but an inserter is only going to put it on one side of the belt. That's why we have iron and copper on only one side, because an inserter will only put stuff on the far side of the belt. So that's why it's on the right side for these two. But we want it to be on both sides, but whatever. At the moment it's not, so but that's why we are going to do this, to balance it, because a splitter always splits 50-50. So it will get, if you have two electronic circuits, you will get one on each side of the belt. So, but we are going to need to put electricity over here. We're going to do this and this. Boom, there we go. As we can see, it's making copper cable. The copper cable is put into the assembly machine, which makes electronic circuits, and this is putting it onto the belt, and it gets to both sides of the belts when we get over here. Now, since we have the automatic production of electronic circuits, we can now make inserters, splitters, and whatever is using electronic circuits. We are going to make assembly machines, inserter, long-handed inserter, and splitter, and underground belt. Now, underground belt requires transport belt, so we are going to put that over here. Splitter also needs this, so we are going to put it around here, probably like this, but we'll see. But first but not last, first but not last, because it's the first, we are going to make assembly machines, and then we are going to make inserters. Now, assembly machines needs iron plate, iron gear wheels, and electronic circuits, which means the best way of doing this, since inserters needs exactly the same ingredients but not the same amount, assembly machines needs 9 iron plates and 5 iron gear wheels and 3 electronic circuits, but inserters only need 1 of the same thing. We are going to make something like this, where the middle one is iron gear wheels, and this gets pushed off a bit. We are going to do this, and we are going to pick up a bit of belt, or as much as we can, and do this. Since we don't have the machine yet up and running, we are going to make a bit more of the inserters because we need it. And once we get a bit more, I'm going to show you how this is going to work. So, the iron gear wheels will get fed with iron plates. They are going to output on both the left and the right. We need, as I said, iron plates up to these two, so we need to do that input like that. We need these, so like that. And then what I'm going to do is actually this. For that we need long-handed, like this. Since long-handed inserters can reach farther away, I'm using them to skip over the belt and into the chest. Now, we don't want this many stacks of assembly machines. We probably just want 1 stack of them at a time waiting in the chest. This one probably 2 to begin with, like that. Oh no, we're going to go 4. Then we need electricity. Yeah, sure, we're going to do. Rather have a bit more than not enough, so could probably do something like this. There we go, a bit neater. And yeah, now we are producing not iron chest, but inserters and assembly machines 1. What we want now is underground belt and splitter. It's going to produce 1 more. You produce 1 more. 1 more. Thank you. Probably going to have to put 1 more like this. And I have to feed the iron gear wheel machine a bit more than, because the standard inserters are slow. They are so slow. I want fast inserters, but that's going to have to wait. And then we need splitters, and for these we do need to have the iron plates running over here. So what we are going to do to get it over there is this. And you could do this, you could do this. Doesn't really matter how you do it, only that all the machines gets all the resources they are going to need. We need to make the electronic circuits get to this one, so, and this is where the spaghetti begins. This is not going to be pretty, so everyone who doesn't like messy belts, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to live with it. This is the epitome on this series. I'm not going to go out of my way to make it look pretty, so it is what it is. This is very temporary. Also, as well, like there's no way I'm going to be keeping this. This is just to like have stuff. So at the same time, don't fear, this isn't going to stay forever. But it's going to be marvelous. Belts going everywhere. Making a lot of sense, but at the same time not going to look pretty. And then we will need chests. Chests are quick enough that I'm not going to be making, like, I'm not going to be to make an assembly machine which makes iron chests. So yeah. Now we have the automated production of underground belt and splitters. This is marvelous. Now we are going to need to upgrade our iron production because, yeah, the throughput isn't high enough, so we are going to have to make more of it. Let's pick up all the inserters. My stomach is rumbling, it seems. Probably because I haven't eaten in a while, but whatever. Gonna have to fix that later. In basically, or rather, 12 minutes-ish? Minutes-ish? Yeah, something like that. When the episode is over. Not sure. Not sure I'm going to actually do it, but we'll see. I'm having so much fun. I love Factorio. And boom, we go. And our iron smelting has been doubled. So, but if we look at the electric network, we can see we're not producing enough electricity. Like, the power isn't enough to sustain all of this. Because if you look, production is maxed, but satisfaction isn't, which means we are not producing enough. So we need to make more power. And I'm just going to pocket craft it all, because, yeah, I can. I don't care. Probably it's a good thing to may double what I have, so let's do this. Probably should turn on autofill. Like that. There we go. No! There we go. And if we look now, it's enough, but the pollution is spreading. We need to be... we need to produce gun turrets. We need to automate gun turrets, because if we don't, we might find ourselves in a situation where we are getting swarmed by biters. And that's not good. They will kill us. We are not in the position of fighting them, really. So, we will not handcraft anything like a pleb. We are going to pick some up. We are going to... Let's see, where are we going to put this? Because we do... If we look at the recipe here, we do need iron plates, we do need copper plates and iron gear wheels. And if we look at the total raw, we need 40 iron plates and 10 copper. Now, this area might be good, but we might eat up way too much iron. Probably just going to do it. I'm going to do this one because it's fast, but could do this. Just boom, boom. Going to, let's see, we have one. Copy that. Make one long armed inserters. I probably need to make some of them. Boom. And then make chest. And boom. There we go. We should have enough. Now, it's going to be slow because this one inserter is going to have to pick up both copper plate and iron plates. And it needs 20 iron plates. So, yeah, it's probably going to take a while before it's producing something. But it is producing, so it's probably fine. I will go ahead and handcraft some of them because I do need them. Yeah, and there we go. I put up a bit of stone there. Could probably just remove that at this point. I'm just checking to see if it's only copper, and it is, and only iron. Good, good. If we look at the map, you can see it's mixing. It's touching each other, which it's a pain to deal with. You're gonna have to set up a very convoluted system to sort it. Thankfully, it's way easier now than it was before, but still, it's still a system which takes a lot of space, and you have to do it if you want to separate it all. So, but yeah, probably just gonna do this. Whoops, not what I had in mind. There we go. I'm gonna have to double this up. Put this one like there. And you remove yeah, I'm just going to double the electronic circuit production because I need it. And we're going to do this, and like that, which means we can move this a bit. Going to need one more of those, like that. Boom. Or rather, I don't actually need this one right now because we have the sorting here. Or the balancing there, so you can just go like that. Need to put this one like this. And we have doubled the production. We do need it because, yeah, we need it. If we want stuff, we need to increase the production. We have a bit of assembly machines at this point. We are building up the inserter again. Long-handed just needs... I'm gonna have to... This is very... Oh, you need... So it's going to have to go there. I have to do this. Let's do this. Boom. 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 This one actually don't need to be that far away. Here we go. One needs to be like that. And boom, we have... There we go. So we have a bit of gun turrets. Let's see, what's the ammunition like? We have a bit. Good. Not a massive amount of them, but we have some. Better than nothing. And if we go and turn on this green circle is the range of the turret, and when you put it down, you mouse over and you can see it, or you go to the map by pressing M and you can see this red circle. That's the range of the turret. If we click on this turret coverage, you can see it disappears and boom, on, off, on. If we go down, we can actually see it on the map, and we can from here put down coverage like ghosts of where we want these to cover as much ground as possible. Now, we are producing a lot of pollution at this point, so we do need to do this. We do need to do this. We probably want one... Probably gonna want to do this, so they can't get too close, like this. And seal it off. The cliffs, the enemies can't run through the cliffs, they have to go around it, so using them as a way of blocking paths are a good way of sealing off and creating bottlenecks and stuff. but they can run through forests. If the forest is too dense, they will attack the trees and kill them, and rather destroy the trees. And yeah, as you can see, they are loaded. That's because of the Fill for Me mod is on. If I turn it off and put down, I have to fill it. Since I want to fill it with like 10 anyway, I feel having this on isn't that much of a cheat, really. Now, this is not in the correct position. I'm gonna have to do this. I'm out of turrets. I'm gonna handcraft some, then we're going to run back and see how many we have made. I probably want to make electric mining drills as well automatically. 14 of them. You could like handcraft or pocketcraft, whatever you want to call it, everything and never do anything here, or rather some things you have to do in assembly machines, but most of the things you could do by hand. But it takes so much time. The benefit of actually having a production chain up and running as fast as possible is very... What's that? What should I say? It's not explained that well in the game, because, or rather it's not explained at all, because the benefit of having a production chain early on is you can have something produce something, and by the time you're ready to produce the next thing, the machines you put the machine you put down has produced a bunch of stuff. And if you have a lot of machines doing that, you will have a lot of stuff being done. So automating, even if it's temporary, as I have done right here, is a very good thing to do. But this episode has gone on for 33 minutes at this point, which is 3 minutes overdue. But we have put up a perimeter, which is very good. Probably don't want to be this close. I'm gonna have to clear this out a bit and, yeah, create a bit more space for the energy production over here. But anyway, we have automated science, we have automated basic building materials, we have automated the production of iron plates and copper plates. So the next thing, I think, is trying to get towards the next level of tech, which is green science. Now we are making getting our way through the basic stuff. I'm going to put this one up because we want the fast inserter and the filter inserter. So, but as I said, this episode is 4 minutes at this point overdue. So with that, we're gonna have to return to this then in the next episode. With that, thanks for watching, goodbye, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.